नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedars, Kotaris, sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Oklahoma, Somanatham, Devon, UK, Hong Kong, Sirgali, Kuala Lumpur, Perni, San Diego, Tirualavai, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Warrington, UK, Jorpati, Nepal, Kastav, Croatia, Oman, Sivagangai, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Piscataway, New Jersey, Canberra, Australia, I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I wanted to expand on the science of completion as Nitya Dhyana Yoga second day program is happening. Please understand this. Time when you spend on completion is the time your consciousness is growing. Please understand. The time you spend in your mother's womb is the time your body got created. Same way, the time you spend in the Master's presence, your consciousness gets created. After your body is created, the time you spend by eating, resting, maintaining the body makes your body grow. Same way, after the initiation here, the time you spend in completion makes your consciousness grow. Listen. Spend as much time as possible in the space of completion. Because completion is the time you make new decisions to have a breakthrough in your life. Please understand. Completion is the time you make breakthrough decisions in your life. When you make and cherish those breakthrough decisions, your Kundalini energy is awakened and finds its way to fulfill you, complete you. Neither your actions towards money, nor your actions towards your health, or your actions to have joy in relationships, or your actions to have bliss in spirituality. No action will give result unless the action is from the context of completion. Understand? Breathing itself cannot keep you alive if you can't separate oxygen from the air and digest it into your system. Actions itself cannot make what you want as reality unless you are able to make the decisions out of completion. Come to the completion. Bring yourself to the completion. I am seeing every day more and more I am getting convinced. Every devotee, Tanedar, Kotari, Mahantar, Sri Mahant, whoever, I am seeing every day. I am seeing their life in and out, seeing their mind in and out. All types of people I am meeting. I am telling you, more and more I am realizing it is completion. Decisions you make during completion. That is the basis of conscious growth. That is the basis of life. More and more people spend time in the space of completion, completing with their impossibilities, tirelessly who are completing with their impossibilities, tirelessly who are completing with their self-hatred, tirelessly people who are completing with their self-denial, tirelessly people who are completing with their self-doubt. Life is only for them. Life is only for them. I tell you, life is only for the people who start thinking, living Advaita, who start thinking, living in the space of completion. I tell you, I am revealing the logic of Kalabhairava to you. The logic of Kalabhairava is the logic with which life is operated. Understand? None of your questions life cares about. You go on asking questions. Why good people suffer, bad people flourish? All those questions are from your arrogance. Life never cares about your questions. Life will not care about your questions. Life will not care about your stupid rationality. Life will not care about your illogical logic. Kala, he goes on happening. He goes on happening with this one logic. Understand? Just with this one logic. The decisions made out of completion fulfills you, and whatever decisions you make out of completion becomes reality in you. It is your decision, your courage to be in the space of completion. Only that is rewarded. the more you try to cheat life with your hypocrisy, life does not just cheats you back, it beats you back. Understand? The soft, goody-goody, hypocritical, civilized fellows go on question the terror form of Kali and Kala, whether you question or don't question. The logic of the Kala is life. He runs the life. His logic wins. His will prevail. Understand, I am revealing the logic with which Kala is functioning. Logic with which Kala Bhairava functions. Out of completion, from powerfulness, every decision you make, every action you do, every thought you have is fulfilled. From the space of completion, when you operate, you are fulfilled, blessed, showered, and completion is possible. But more and more you struggle saying, I am not able to complete, because of your laziness to internalize your incompletions. Discover your incompletions. Discover your patterns. Because of your arrogance, if you don't discover your patterns, if you don't do completion because of your laziness or boredom or uninspiredness or arrogance, whatever may be the reason, the more and more you indulge in the idea, completion is not possible, or I am not able to complete, I am not able to get rid, Kala destroys you. This is the logic of Kala. Understand? Helping hand comes to you only in the form of teaching. Upadesha. Teaching is the only helping hand can be given to you. That is only allowed help in the logic of Kala. When you reject that, you invite the wrath of the Kala. You invoke wrath of the Kala. After that, you can go on blaming Kala. But Kala is neither going to listen to your blame, nor going to listen to your cries. The logic of life, the natural law of life, the Dhamma, the wheel of Dharma goes on moving. He shows his compassion only by giving you the teaching. When you are not ready to listen, when you are not ready to complete, he has no other way. He has no other way other than destroying you. You are pushing him to destroy you. Understand, he shows you the way, and he is such compassionate being. He shows you the way. He gives you the teaching. He gives you the path. But out of your arrogance, ignorance, pride, violence, anger, if you go on entertaining, oh, I am not able to complete, I am still stuck in some patterns, this root pattern is there, that pattern is there, this pattern is torturing me, that pattern I am not able to complete. I don't know how to complete. I don't know. I am completing. I am trying my best. He just destroys you. He doesn't wait. Because never you will be awakened by his waiting. His teachings are not just words. It is more like revealing the strategies of life. When Kala teaches, it tells you how life functions. He tells you the pitfalls in front of you. He tells you the best way to exist. And it doesn't leave a single problem unattended. But if you go on entertaining your problems, and if you think powerlessness is cute, it destroys you. He's straight. He's straight. Understand, your concepts of compassion, your concepts of love, your concepts of forgiveness, your concepts of tolerance, all that does not exist in the logic of Kala. All that does not exist in the logic of life. Only your decision to complete and operate from the space of completion is appreciated and accepted. Anything else other than that is returned only with heavy suffering. Heavy suffering. Understand? Man is all powerful, and life expects him to behave as all powerful. Life does not expect you to behave childishly, and life has neither time nor interest to entertain your childish behavior, and your childishness is not cute. You crying out of powerlessness, I know there are incompletions, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to get rid of it, I am working on it, I am completing it, I need little time. Life doesn't give you a break. Life doesn't listen to your arrogant cries. It goes on. The Dharma Chakra moves on. The Kala Chakra, in which Kala Bhairava is dancing, goes on. When you declare completion now, and operate constantly out of completion, you are rewarded, 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 showered, showered, showered. If not, you are tortured, tortured, tortured. Life, Kala, doesn't care about your concepts of love. Your concepts of love is nothing but hypocritical beggar mentality, which even you don't entertain when somebody else treats you in the same way. Your concepts of forgiveness is only when you do mistakes, not when others do mistakes. Your concept of love is only when you need it, not when others need it. So, neither your concepts of love, nor your concepts of forgiveness, or your concepts of compassion is available in life. They do not exist in the dictionary of Kala. I am revealing some of the greatest secrets of life, stark reality of life. Good news is completion is possible. Best news is all you need is decision to internalize and decision to go on completing till your incompletions become tired. In this game, the first person who becomes tired loses. Whether you are going to become tired or your incompletions are going to become tired, that is the whole game. It is Mahabharata, war. Whoever becomes tired, they are not going to get rest, they are going to get death. In the war of mace, if you are tired, you are not going to get rest, you are going to get death. Life is Mahabharata. When you are tired, you are only going to be given death, not rest. Understand? Life is Mahabharata. How much ever you try to console yourself by creating your own all-loving, all-compassionate, ever-forgiving gods, those idols will be broken to pieces when Kala moves. You will just be terribly disappointed knowing those gods do not exist. Your all-compassionate, ever-loving, all-forgiving gods do not exist to protect you. How much ever you go on visualizing, imagining that they exist, one day they will land and raise you to some loka and treat you with all the party. No. They do not exist. They do not exist. know very clearly, when you decide to be in the space of completion, from your core, you are all powerful. When you decide to entertain incompletion, you are an orphan. There is nobody to protect you. Nobody can protect you. This is law of life. Either you are all powerful or you are an orphan. There is no middle path. Either you are Kala Bhairava or you are crushed under the feet of the Kala. Either you stand up as all powerful, declaring completion, decision to live in the space of completion, powerfully, authentically, ready to face any incompletion thrown at you, ready to complete, ready to declare completion with any incompletion comes towards you. Either you are all powerful if you decide to declare completion, or orphan who can't be attended, who has no possibility, no one can save you. No one can save you. All the religions which teaches Savior is going to come are lying. Savior cannot come. He has to be your own outcome. He can never come from outside to in. He has to come from your own being. It is only you who can save yourself. It is your decision to be in the space of completion can save yourself. That is why I am insisting. The time you spend in the space of completion the time you spend in the space of completion, the time you spend doing completion, with your anger, with your violence towards everyone, only those moments when the new decisions are made, when the new consciousness is growing, when the new beginnings are happening in your life, when the new experience is happening, when new decisions are cherished, only in those moments your consciousness grows. Growth of your completion is the only way you can save yourself. Any form of incompletion, powerlessness is not tolerated, and it is returned with heavy punishment. This is the logic of Kala, logic of time. The dharma of Kala. This is the dharma, natural law of life. It is your powerfulness, appreciated, celebrated, rewarded. Your powerlessness, incompletion, punished, destroyed. Powerfulness, decision to be in the space of completion. Decision not to allow any incompletions to come back. Not to allow any incompletions to influence your decisions, your cognition. And decision to be in the space of completion is rewarded with liberation. And powerlessness is punished with death. Kala is Lord of liberation and death. He can shower compassion through his big eyes, or he can terrorize you to your core through his big eyes. It depends on how you want to face him. Powerlessness is an invitation to see his terrorized form. Powerfulness is the invitation to see him in the space of Advaita. It's an invitation to experience him in the space of Advaita. Don't corrupt your inner space by powerlessness. There's a proverb in English. Absolute power corrupts. No. Absolute powerlessness corrupts. When I say power, I don't mean which is related to outer world. I mean inner world. In the inner world, the proverb is different. Absolute powerlessness corrupts. Power purifies you in the inner world. Powerfulness in the inner world is rewarded with liberation and enlightenment. All the powers, powerlessness in the inner world brings you suffocation and terrorized, tortured death. More and more time spent to achieve completion, more and more space created to experience completion, more and more growth of completion in you is the one and only way to save yourself. Essence of today's satsang. Go on completing every night. Make this completion process as compulsory as your breathing, as important as your breathing. Constantly decide not to allow incompletions to influence your cognition. Not to allow incompletions to influence your body, mind, and actions. Because incompletions are worse than poison. Remember this. Life has no tolerance in reality. If somebody teaches you God is ever-loving, compassionate, forgiving, forget about those concepts. He is ever-loving, but not the way you think. He is ever-loving because he again and again assumes the human body and reminds you the truth of completion. He is not ever-loving as you think. He is not going to tolerate your powerlessness to complete. Your powerlessness to complete is never tolerated. Your acquaintance and comfortable feeling with incompletions are going to be heavily punished. The good news is you can do completion. The best news is it is just decision. Decision to be in the space of completion and not to allow incompletions to influence your cognition anymore. That's all. That's all. Just yesterday I was discussing with one of my Mahant. I didn't remember at all. She reminded me. I was sitting in the same chair almost 14 hours. Continuously around 11 hours. With some 20 minutes or half an hour break, 14 hours. Morning I came and sat for satsang. It was around, I think, 8:50 in the night. I completed the session. In this only the morning breakfast, few minutes I went just behind the sabha and came back with a small break for the breakfast. Almost 14 hours I was sitting. And then without even any break, around 11 hours. And I did not remember it. That is the beauty of it. I did not remember. Only if you remember, you will even think of tired, boredom, all this stupidity. I did not even think till she reminded me. And just day before yesterday, last 15 days, almost 15 days, such hectic lifestyle. Hectic means really, really, really hectic. Running from one place to another in such high speed travel and literally moved through thousands of people with a full body massage. See, after a few minutes, for those people who have gathered, that to touch me, it becomes like a challenge. It is no more even an act of devotion. It becomes a challenge. After such hectic life, Biditi to Coimbatore, Coimbatore to Madurai, Madurai to Dindikkal, Dindikkal to Rajapalayam, Rajapalayam to Tirunelveli, Tirunelveli to Salem, Salem to Chennai, Chennai to Pondicherry, Pondicherry to Pumbuhar, Pumbuhar to Mailadurai, Mailadurai to Tanjavur, Tanjavur to Pudukkotai, Pudukkotai to Tiruchi, Tiruchi to Sirgadi, Sirgadi to Salem, Salem to Tiruchengodu, Tiruchengodu to Tirupattur, Tirupattur to Vaniyambadi, Vaniyambadi to Hosur, Hosur to Bidadi. And in between I have left few small places like Sirahapadi, Pattanam, all those places. The beauty is such hectic trip did not leave the incompletion of restlessness in me. That is why just next day I am able to comfortably sit almost 14 hours at a stretch in one chair in a relaxed way and continue with the class. Please understand, the hectic lifestyle, if you start liking it, it leaves the restlessness in you. If you hate it, it leaves tiredness in you. The hectic lifestyle, if you start liking it, you will become restless for it. You may want it again and again. If you hate the hectic lifestyle, you may want to rest, you will be tired. Neither liking nor hating, just be in the space of completion. My life is what people want. If people want me to have a hectic lifestyle to come to their house and bless them, I am ready, I am available. If people want me to sit in one seat and teach the science of completion, I am available. I don't need to sacrifice my reality to cause others' reality, because causing others' reality is my reality. The whole problem is, understand, Vivekananda says beautifully, sacrifice the cunningness of selfishness or it will be snatched from you. When you give up something called your own reality and decide causing others' reality is your reality, life treats you gracefully. Life lives through you gracefully. But when you have some part under your possession and thinking, this is my reality, I'll cause it, life snatches that from you forcibly. That will be too painful. I tell you, the stark, naked truth, the nirvana, powerfulness and the space of completion. Powerfulness and the space of completion. Decision not to allow any incompletion. Decision not to allow any incompletion. Decision not to allow incompletions to have power over your cognition. Decision not to entertain incompletions to have power over your decisions, your cognition, your life is completion. Only that is rewarded with life and liberation. Anything else is returned with heavy torture and death. Life functions only on this logic. If you understand and tune yourself, are up to you. Kala is ever loving because he gives you this warning up front in the language you understand.
I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapītam, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.